guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I have this everyday makeup tutorial. I don't know, it's really easy. I definitely think anybody could wear this, any age. I was requested to use the new Too Faced chocolate bar palette to create a more natural everyday look. So that is what I did today. I did do a full face tutorial. Also, I am giving away one of the Too Faced chocolate bonbon palettes. The rules and everything will be down below, but it's basically as normal. Just make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and if you do have social media, make sure you're following me on all my social media outlets. I will have all the links down below to where you can find my social media. After you have done all that, just comment on this video letting me know what your favorite chocolate candy is. This giveaway will be going on for 1 week from today. Whatever day this video gets posted, I will have all the details, like I said, down below. So thank you so much for all your love and support on my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm going to start by taking my primers. I'm taking the MAC Strobe Cream and the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I just love the way these two work together. I have dry skin, so this works great. I mix it up in my hand and just apply them all over my face. The Strobe Cream just brings like this nice luminosity, and the Hangover Primer is super hydrating. So I love those two together. And then I'm going to take just any concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and I'm applying that to my eyelid. And then I'm just going to take my finger to buff it in and then set it with some powder that you would use to set your concealer under your eyes. I'm using the Lock palette to set this. So then I'm going into my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. I'm so in love with this palette. I'm going into this light shade right here called Cashew Chew, and it's like a pinky cream color. I really like it. I think that if you are super dark skin tone, it'd be harder for this to show up, but what I'm doing is I'm just building it up with a blending brush in the crease of my eye. It is very light, so you do have to just build it and build it, but I like it. It just, as you can tell, it just gave me more depth to my crease. So I'm just building it up, and this is my transition color. Now I'm going into Almond Truffle. It's a lot like that color we just applied, but darker. So I'm just using a more tapered blending brush to deepen up the crease. Now what I'm doing is taking that Almond Truffle color and just kind of flicking it out on the outer V section just to kind of give it a little bit more of a tail. I just didn't want my eyes to look too round because I wasn't doing a wing liner, so I'm just flipping it out there. And now I'm just taking a clean blending brush to just buff that all out, and then I'm going to start applying my lid shade. I am going into the shade Molasses Chip. It's like a champagne gold shade, but I'm building it up to the opaqueness that I would like. So just build this up to the, desire that you would like. I just applied probably 2 layers of it from lash to crease. Now I'm going into Dark Truffle, and I'm working this on the lower lash line. I started using this one brush, but it just wasn't working out for me, so I tried it on both sides, but I ended up taking a smudge brush right here, and I used that on the outer half of my eye, smudging it and just building it up to a darker shade. And then I take a flat liner brush to build up the inner corner, and I just press it real nicely into my lash line just to give it some nice depth. And then what I'm going to do is take a black liquid liner and just line my upper lash line. I'm going into Satin Sheets, which is a shimmer highlight, and applying that to the brow bone. It was a little too much for my taste, so I took Divinity, which is this cream matte highlight, and just went over that, and I did the same for both sides. I just like the way the two work together better. Now I'm just going to apply mascara. I'm using this new Maybelline Falsies Drama Mascara, I think is what it was called. This was actually my first time using it on camera. I think I like it. I don't know. It's been a while since I've used something different, so I think I liked it though. Then after putting mascara on, you can kind of see your crease a little bit better. I just went in with a pencil brush into that darker crease shade and deepened up the inner crease. Now I'm going in with my foundation. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the shade Natural Beige, and I'm just going to buff that in with this flat top kabuki brush by Blend Brushes. Now taking my concealers, this is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I just like the brightness of this, so I just apply a couple dots and use my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Light to really highlight and more conceal my face. I just like mixing that CoverGirl Light shade with that Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I just like the brightness it gives. Now going into the Lorac Contour palette, I am mixing light and yellow highlights and using this super fluffy brush by Blend Cosmetics. I'm not sure what you would call this brush, but I'm just setting all the areas I apply concealer, and I love the finish of this powder, especially with this brush. It just looks so good. Now I'm not going to contour my face, I'm just going to bronze it. So I'm going into the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I love this bronzer. I just think it's so natural and warm, and it just looks so good, especially on almost any skin tone. I love the finish. It's so healthy looking. So I'm just using that to bronze up my face, on my cheeks, in my forehead, and under my jawline. Now taking this Milani Baked Blush in Rose d'Oro. This is such a beautiful blush. If you don't have it, you need it like now. I'm applying it fairly heavily, and then I'm going to just buff it all out using a, what do you call those? A fiber brush. Now taking my is actually a bronzer by Wet n Wild in the shade Reserve Your Cabana. I love this highlight. It's so beautiful. I'm taking on this fan brush by Benet brushes and applying that to the high points of my face, where would be the cheekbones and the tip of my nose and above my lip, which is the cutest bone. Now going back in the Too Faced palette, I'm taking Satin Sheets and just popping that in my inner tear duct just to give it a little pop of something. Then I'm going to take that flat liner brush and I'm going to push Dark Truffle, which is that dark brown shade, up into as close of my waterline as possible. And then I really sucked at getting it in the camera because my big mirror was in the way. But I take on a pencil brush Almond Truffle, which is that darker cream shade we use, and I'm just going to blend that under that dark truffle shade out. Super creamy lip liner, so you can work with it really well. I was really impressed when I first used it, so I'm just using that to line my lips, and I'm just going to kind of drag it in a little bit on my outer mouth. And then I'm going in with this Butter Gloss by NYX. I love this Butter Gloss. The shade is like one of the most beautiful shades ever. It's the shade Tres Leche, and that is all I'm going to put on top of my lips. It is so pigmented, so creamy, so long wearing and gorgeous. I just love it. It's amazing. And it's like $3, maybe $5 tops. It's amazing. Alrighty, you guys, that's the end of this look though. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. It'll go on for 1 week. Make sure you're subscribed and follow my social media and all that. And comment below and everything else. And I love you guys so much. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!